When does the new covenant begin? Torah observers claim that the new covenant has not begun because what they understand from Jeremiah chapter 31 has not yet come to pass. For instance, in Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 31, it is stated that the new covenant would be with Israel and Judah, with no mention of other nations. Another point they make is that the Torah of God would have been written in the hearts of all of Israel and Judah, as described in Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 33, which they believe has not yet occurred. Lastly, they point to Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 34, which teaches that no one will need to teach their neighbor or their brother to know the Lord, for all will know him, from the least to the greatest. To assess whether this interpretation of Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 31 to verse 34 is valid, we must consider whether God would impose this covenant on every Israelite and Jew, or if he would have offered them a choice to enter this new covenant. The covenant God made with Israel under the Old Covenant was established and effectuated through the shedding of blood, and similarly, the New Covenant was sealed by the shedding of the blood of Christ, as explained in Hebrews chapter 9 verse 15 to verse 20. Under the Old Covenant, Jews, Israelites, or anyone outside their ethnicity had to be circumcised to enter into the covenant. However, if they broke the laws, their circumcision was rendered meaningless, as explained by Paul in Romans chapter 2, verse 25 to verse 27. Paul further clarifies in Romans chapter 2, verse 28 to verse 29, that the true Jews is not one outwardly, but one inwardly, who fulfills the righteous requirements of the law. This indicates that the new covenant is not exclusively made with the Jews or Israelites in the flesh, but with those who become Jews in spirit through the circumcision of the heart. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 26 verse 28 and Mark chapter 14 verse 24 that the cup of wine in communion represents the covenant sealed by his blood for many. Additionally, Paul writes in 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 6 that God has made Paul and the other apostles ministers of this new covenant, which is not of the letter but of the Spirit. For the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. Therefore, if the covenant was not yet in effect at the moment of Christ's death and resurrection, why would the apostles already be considered ministers of that covenant?
Like and subscribe for more 2-minute biblical rebuttals.